You might get a coding exercise to implement the range. What does it ever mean? It is a helper function which looks like this. For example, if we are calling range from 1 to 50, it will generate for us an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on until 50. And this is actually a really nice helper when you need to generate some data. For example, you want to generate 50 random users. In this case, you simply generate such an array, and then for every single element, you are mapping a new random user. This is why this helper exists in almost all helper libraries, like for example Lodash or Ramda. And obviously the easiest solution without thinking here is by using for loop. This is why you can write this function like this. You have here a function range, and you have here start and end, for example from 1 to 50, and then inside we must write a for loop from start point to the end point. This is why here let I equals start, so we're not starting from 0 but from start. Here we're writing I less or equal end, and here we're making I++. Now inside this for loop we must push every single index to our result. This is why let's create here our let result. This is our array. Now inside we can write result push, and we're pushing here our I. And now we just return our result. This is how you can build a range function by using for loop. Let's check in browser. I am writing here range function 1, 50, and we're getting our array from 1 to 50. Which means our code is completely fine, but it is super low level, and we can make it better. More advanced level is to leverage our array. So we can write in browser array and then our end, for example 50. And as you can see, this returns for us empty array where we have reserved 50 elements. And what we can write after this dot keys. And now we are just calling these keys and we are getting array iterator. Now if we will try to spread this array iterator inside array, as you can see we are getting our 50 keys starting from 0 to 49. And after this we simply need to map every single element and add our start point to it. So here we can write .map, and here we have every single element, and we are writing element plus start, in our case for example +1. And we are getting exactly the same outcome. This is an array from 1 to 50. This is why this variant is a little bit more advanced. So here we can create our range function, and we are getting here start and end, and now inside we want to return this logic. And as you can see, this is an array where we are providing end, we're making keys, and we're spreading this array iterator inside our new array, and we're mapping every single element, and we're adding here our start point. Let's reload the page and check if it's working. So I'm passing inside our range function 1 and 50, and we're getting a nice array from 1 to 50. And this is how people typically write this function inside helper libraries, for example Ramda or Lodash.